MMA Boxing Talk here, coming at you with another video. I just want to put out another video talking about Khabib again and also Tony Ferguson. Now, I have nothing against Khabib Nurmagomedov. I really don't. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. He is super dominant, and he did beat RDA, who is the current champion today. But RDA is not the same fighter he was in 2014 when Khabib beat RDA. One thing I just put a video out, and I kind of forgot to mention. I mentioned Tony Ferguson, and he had to pull out of the of the Khabib fight, so it's not Khabib's fault that he pulled out, but Khabib, should still have to get past a top level guy, and what more of a top level guy than Tony Ferguson, who's on a 7-fight win streak? I mean, you can make a case that Ferguson deserves a title shot more than Khabib does. He's been extremely active. 7 fights. 7-fight win streak. It's insane. Not to mention, he's beat a couple guys that Khabib beat. Khabib decisioned them, and Tony submitted them. There's 2 guys. Abel Trujillo's one of them, and I can't even think offhand, but they have a few fights in common, and Ferguson finished him off quicker. Now, of course, Khabib is not known as a finisher. He's more of a decision guy, a dominant, ground and pound, control you, GSP you kind of, but he's definitely a little more reckless, Khabib is. But I'm just saying, Tony Ferguson, you can make a case that he deserves a title shot just as much as Khabib and more, So, not to mention, Khabib beat Edson Barbosa, who, has been a top 5 guy, top 6 guy for the longest time. That was a crazy fight. He submitted Barbosa in the second round. But the thing is that Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's got some good wins in his career, but his only significant win is RDA, and that's an RDA from 2 years ago, not the RDA from today. And a lot of people are basing on how good Khabib is because he's undefeated. Granted, that's very impressive. 22-0, not too many guys can do that. But a lot of the warrant for him to get his title shot, people are saying and using, and they're justifying Khabib getting the title shot is because he beat RDA. But I keep saying he's not. RDA is not the same guy he is today. There's no guarantee that Khabib beats RDA today. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying it's a totally different fight. Khabib's also been on a crazy, RDA has also been on a crazy tear as well, while Khabib's been sidelined. So I just think that Khabib was supposed to fight Ferguson. They should have put that fight, rescheduled that fight, but they didn't. So maybe Khabib won't get the title shot, but it's looking like he will. Obviously, RDA has to get past Eddie Alvarez, right? I mean, that's in July, so that's not for a ways away. So, maybe Khabib will fight in the meantime. And, but he needs a credible win to deserve a title shot. I'm sorry, I keep saying it, but a 2-year layoff, coming back and beating a bum, a guy making his UFC debut, that doesn't grant a title shot, It just doesn't. And I just want to give my own opinion out there, but I truly believe Tony Ferguson deserves a shot more than Khabib. And, I think Tony Ferguson's been in there doing it, proving himself, staying active, staying ready, which kind of makes it ironic that he's the one that pulls out of the Khabib fight. Khabib's been fucking brittle and injury prone for years, hadn't fought in 2 years, and, Ferguson's fighting left and right, beating guys, 7-fight win streak. They're at the press conference. Ferguson's chirping him, saying, "I just want you to show up. I just want you to show up." And then a fluke, crazy thing like fluid in the lungs happens to Ferguson. Has to pull out. Now he's fighting Michael Chiesa. I really wanted to see that fight. Khabib and Ferguson. It would have been a great fight. But I just wanted to put out my opinion and kind of put out a part 2 to the video I put out earlier on Khabib. But I don't have anything against Khabib. I just don't believe he deserves a title shot until he gets a credible win. That's all. It's been so long. It's not like he was a reigning champ for years and he just deserves a title shot. And he doesn't have he doesn't have a massive fan base. He's got a lot of crazy fanboys, crazy fans that love him. But he just, I don't think he deserves it. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.